Hey guys, so I've tried to record this multiple times. Obviously today is a day for interference. What I was telling you is that I was creating a video in response to a friend who was having a panic attack. And if you are one of those people who frequently get targeted, if you've been in one of those programs where they create altars, they might bind you to demons, they might do all kinds of stuff like that. And you know who you are. If you know it, you know it. Okay. So what you need to fall into is unwavering faith for God's source, unwavering faith for knowing that you are God's divine child and that nothing is stronger than God. Everything is occurring within the heart of God source and there's nothing outside of it. And so you can outsmart anything that is targeting you when you go into the frequency of knowing how deeply worthy you are of being protected, of knowing who you are and that you actually belong with God. And God will find, even if you were in a car chase, even if you were running down some alley or whatever, I pray that never ever happens to you. But if you were in a crazy situation, God's source will open doors for you that you never even knew existed. All you need to do is open up the channel within yourself where you say, yes, I am God's child and God is saving me. God is protecting me. God is helping me. And God will find the people that will be impulsed to help you, because just as certain entities and people and ETs, let's say certain entities can impulse others into behaving in certain ways and doing certain things, God can also impulse its children into helping you. So you need to fall into trust, because that opens up the channels so that you can be protected. Also, if you are in a state of panic, just know that the best thing you can do is get yourself into a safe container where you feel safe, either with friends, with people, with yourself, whatever it is. Calm down and fall back into this faith of knowing who you are, of knowing that you're God's child, of knowing that you will be protected and that you are being guided and that you are being taken care of. Okay? So nothing is stronger than God. Nothing. Okay? All of this is occurring within God. So if they think they can outsmart God, they can't. Okay? God is always there for you. However, you have free will. So you have to know that you have to, just as God can't reclaim you unless you choose to know yourself as a child of God, if that makes any sense. Because then if you're in a panicked situation, or if you are in a dangerous situation and you don't call out for God to help you within your heart, it's a lot harder for God to come in and save you, right? Unless you have some pre-agreement. So you have to say, God, please help me. Or you have to call out to your soul family, your star family, your authentic, highest God self to come in and save you and please help you. And then you remain calm, centered, and open to receive what you have asked for. And God will always answer you 100% of the time. Stay open, stay calm, stay in your heart. I know this can be hard, but this video is made for people who are going through crisis or who are experiencing targeting. I know that they were planning on doing this today because I just know that they were doing that. And one of my friends posted a panic attack video, and I have been feeling, but because I've done so much work for myself, I can tell when whatever frequency is getting beamed out, I can tell like what's artificial, what's not artificial. Like, is it my soul family? Is it other things? What is going on in the field? And it's not because I just get these downloads and intel, even though that does happen, but it's because I continuously do the work every day where I'm praying. I'm like, God, I'm here to be of assistance to my brothers and sisters, let's say. I'm here to be of service, but I'm also here and I need certain things, so please help me with this. And God does, because I understand who the real creator of everything is. And I want that for you. I want everyone to be free. And so the easiest way for me to tell a panicked person not to panic is to say, calm down. There's things that are getting purged out. If it feels like you're dying, you're not dying. It's a frequency targeting thing that is going on. You can relax, fall into faith. You're safe. It's fine. God is taking care of you. God will find a way to get you people, messages, whatever you need. You just need to fall back into the frequency of trust that opens the miracles for you. You need to ask for it with your free will, because even though everything is occurring within the body of God's source, we have free will, and we need to ask God so that God can step in and help us, because God will never override our free will, because that is true love. True love is freedom. True love is free will, having the capacity and the ability to allow beings to make their own choices and experience the consequences of their own choices. So if you don't ask God for help, because you feel like you've gone off astray and you've gone off of your path, then God is respecting your will to stay where you are. That's why you have to ask for God to come in and help you and find the people that are going to supply you with the resources you need, with the help that you need, with the friendships or whatever it is. Okay, so just calm down, get to a good place, and know that if there's frequency targeting or if there's anything going on like that, that you are going to be protected and that everything is going to be fine. Another thing is that if you are a person who has fasted before ever at any point in time, or if you've ever been on any kind of diet, you know that there's gut bacteria that impulse you to crave specific things. In the same way that gut bacteria can impulse you to crave specific things that you may know are actually not good for you, you can also be impulsed and into doing specific things, like behavior wise. Okay, so they want people to be panicked, they want people to be and to do stupid things, because God's source is calling its own back unto itself, because God wants its soul family back together. The planet is rising, the frequency is rising, which means that whatever is too dense to rise is going to stay at the bottom. And so demonic entities, and if you're one of those people that has been in those programs where they create altars, or if you've been in any of the ritualistic stuff, there is a possibility that you have demonic entities attached to you in various ways. And those things don't want to let you go, just like a bacteria wouldn't want to die off because you stopped eating it, you stopped giving it food, right? So you have to override those impulses to go into a panic mode and do crazy stuff. You have to override those impulses the same way that you would override a hunger impulse or a craving, because a gut bacteria is telling you that it needs you to go and eat specific things so that it can stay alive. Okay? So fasting is a really good way for you to detox physically. You can do different kinds of fasts. There's like juice fasting, fruit fasting. I'm personally vegan, but there's lots of different things that you can do to detox physically. But you need to detox physically so that the implants that you have in you can then be more effectively removed, etherically speaking, because that is the receiver that is receiving the frequencies that are getting beamed out. Okay, so the reason that they're able to target people is because you have the frequency receiver. So that means that whatever is going on out there, like, they have tagged you. Okay, so you have the receiver, and guess what? The original receiver of frequency is your DNA. So what you can do is turn on your DNA, allow your frequency to rise, follow. The earth is ascending. Okay, so you can either ascend with the earth, or you can do all of the stuff that's going to make your frequency denser, so that it doesn't allow you to ascend with the rest of everyone else in your soul family. And what does God want? What does your soul family want? God wants for you to rise along with everybody, because when you get to heaven and you're missing your soul family that you know so well from so many other times and places and spaces, you miss your soul family and you want to come back in here and help them. So the best thing that you can do for yourself and for your soul family is to just allow yourself to get on the ascension timeline, to detox physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, and override the impulses that are making people go crazy. Learn to recognize the difference in frequencies between when it's external entities that don't have your best interest in hand, and when they are beaming stuff at you, versus when it's your soul family beaming things at you because they want to take care of you. So just know that you're totally fine. Everything is safely going to get delivered to you when it needs to be, if you fall into the frequency of faith, if you call out for God to help you, and if you can open up those channels within yourself. I'm recording this quickly because I've tried to do this a few times and there's been interference, and I hope that this has been helpful. Let me know how it goes, and maybe I'll try to make a better video at another time point. Please leave me a message if you need more clarification, or reach out to me. I am a person that can help you to remove implants physically, etherically, and help you to detox, but I am not a certified detox expert, I will say that, but I'm a very spiritually aware person, so I can definitely help you. I'm one of those people. Reach out to me if you have more questions. I'm happy to make more videos, so just let me know, and I hope that this helps, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.